Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Haaland. That's a good ball out wide. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Nicolo Barella is by all accounts a jack of all trades, and I think that's a very good way of describing how this player operates, because he's growing into one of Italy's most important midfielders, and he always has a say in what's going on, and he looks like captain material for the future. I think this guy has a lovely presence about him.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Foden. Played backwards here.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And he's got the beating of his man. Thuram! Great idea, just poorly executed.
Well, the correct option was taken in the circumstances. The correct execution wasn't.
Well, a poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Thuram. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. This is the time you need that pace.
DiMarco. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Doku. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Doku, he's got away. And it's Bernardo Silva. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. He's had a hit! There it is! An act of charity, gratefully received. So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Sommer gets good distance on it. And here's Haaland. Gets his pass away. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ederson can pick that up. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he tries a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
And we're not going to make any further progress now.
Thuram. Haaland. So what can they make of this? Foden has it out wide and in space. De Bruyne. There he goes, motoring forward. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. He can run onto that. Shot, and Martinez! Bernardo Silva. And the counter is on. Haaland. Rodri. And here's Haaland.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
DiMarco puts them all in. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Bernardo Silva. Good read, needed to be.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Bernardo Silva. Doku. Now it's Doku. Turns and goes back. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mkhitaryan. Inter Milan still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Martinez. He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Mkhitaryan under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Thuram, pass is just off target.
Inter are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Barella. Chance here to counter. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
That has been cut short. Thuram might just make this. Doku. Oh, Red, nice interception. Could move up a gear here. Haaland shapes to shoot. Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 32.
It's their second corner of the game.
Numero 22. Numero 20. Numero 10. Numero 21. Lasciano il campo per il numero 30.
Goes short.
Il numero 11. Il numero 7. Il numero 8. Il numero 16. Cambio di giocatori.
Rodri has a shot. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
They've played it short. And here's Bernardo Silva. Carlos Augusto tries to clear. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. The Frike is there to clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And no, that was never going to make it.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Zielinski is herring after that one. Now it's Correa. Good spot, he's seen the run. And it's Bernardo Silva. Can he latch on to this? That's an excellent interception. Inter Milan are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
De Vrij with the foul. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Correa is onto it in a flash. Now it's Haaland. Bernardo Silva. And he's cut it out.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Grealish. Grealish. Lovely feet. And the shot! It goes to show he is human after all. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. The message... And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. We have already started here. Now, who's going to be first to this? There's the shot! It's a loose... Oh, he's been caught napping! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. DiMarco. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is out of play. Has a look and plays it forward. Thuram. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is masterful defending. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Has a look and plays it forward. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. DiMarco has got himself a free kick. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half. And, of course, he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually, at both ends. And he's there to belt it away. He's through here. Real chance here. Tries a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. No way through, so back it comes. Nice ball, and he might be in here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Greenish. And here's De Bruyne. Can he put it away? It's in! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Greenish. That is good alertness. Stones clears it away. Inter Milan are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Oh, important interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pavard gets across to intercept that. Aimed beyond the defence. Look at the space here. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bernardo Silva.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Grealish. De Bruyne. And he was alert to it. Mkhitaryan.
Inter certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Stones. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And it's De Bruyne. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And it's played forward. DiMarco. Calhanoglu, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So what can they make of this? Muscular approach does pay off here. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And we've reached half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Gli addetti alla sicurezza di tutti I settori sono pregati di recarsi nell'area dello staff.
So off we go once more.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's the chance to counter. Pass is just off target. Grealish looks to get on the end of this. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's found support out wide. Shot and the finish! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Ashlani. And it's Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants to...
Oh, no! Hits one! He scored! And again they hit the front! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Inter Milan needing a change of fortune here.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è
Almost
di
an hour gone.
80.314 spettatori.
Nice ball, and he's a decent hit! It's loose, and there's... Oh, he's been caught on it here!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Ruben Dias.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And they're back on the ball again. And he welcomes it in. Grealish. Thuram being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Thuram. Martinez. Calhanoglu. Oh, what a ball! Now the finish! Sticks it away! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Thuram demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This is quite a battle.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Barella. Nicely aimed pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he's managed to get free. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he's heaved it away. Shifted upfield. Barella. And here's Çalhanoğlu. Decent progress down the left. Çalhanoğlu. Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Thuram.
Well, they're definitely intent on winning it, and they've come close. Just wondering how many more chances they can have. One, maybe two, realistically.
Stones attempts a clearance. That's a throw.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10, numero 22, numero 9, numero 20, numero 32, numero 21. Lasciano il campo per il numero 8, il numero 11, il numero 99, il numero 7, il numero 30, il numero 16. Cambio di giocatori.
Aim forwards.
You wonder if that's it now, but they're...
Had a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Ci saranno 3 minuti
Into
di
stoppage
recupero.
time, very little left on it. Lovely bit of skill. Gundogan. Zielinski. And Taremi. Barella. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And time is up. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. We have already started here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Aim forwards. Thuram. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Bernardo Silva does really well to win the ball there. And it's De Bruyne. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and...
Tries a shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Haaland duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Stones. Lewis. Bernardo Silva making good progress on the right-hand side. Barella. Nicely aimed pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan! Just too much on that. And now the breakaway. He has found the way through. Foden. He was under real pressure there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shot could be on. So what can they make of this? A searching ball that into space. And he is slightly... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's heaved it away. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. DiMarco deals with that comfortably. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, no joy this time. Barella. Now it's Thuram. No, that's been intercepted. Thuram. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Foden. There's no flag. And they're quick to get it back. And it's De Bruyne. Foden!
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And the pass is intercepted. Barella, still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
De Bruyne.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. DiMarco. He's there and gets it away.
De Bruyne.
Strong running down that left flank. He's found a way through. Goalkeeper's ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Haaland. Foden. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game.
And a shot!
He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And we hit half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the action is back underway.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Bastoni. And it's Mkhitaryan. Passes short and sharp. Shapes to shoot! Ruben Dias with the clearance.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Thuram is flagged offside. Oh, great real chance! And it's there! And they are cruising away. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
De Bruyne.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
And Martinez!
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Dumfries looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
1953 spettatori.
Oh, played through for the wide man.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Bernardo Silva. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Played back in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing. De Bruyne. Barella. Interesting ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Caught offside that time.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Guardiola. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Stood up well to him there. Dumfries. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. That's an excellent interception. Barella. Calhanoglu. Can he get onto this? Now it's Thuram. He's had a hit! In he goes again! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rodri looking to add to his goal. Foden. Lewis.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
There's the shot! And the keeper has done it off. Top stop.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Corner number 3 coming up. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Chance to shoot now. Stefan de Vrij. Calhanoglu.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Thuram! It's a goal! And they are right back within touch! And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, super ball! Has a goal! It's in! Deep into injury time! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Inter Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
So that's it. It is all over. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Inter didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. York gets... and the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Sao Paulo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's played forward. That has not gone well. And it's Fernando Torres. Mbappe, he's had a shot! Now, can he finish? And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Sao Paulo grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Torres! That's a little off target. Wilshere did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Sao Paulo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Great hit! And one more try! Goal! Sao Paulo! And the comeback is complete! With a predatory goal.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Sao Paulo go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Torres. Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Sao Paulo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that is expertly dealt with. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Lorient are looking to go forward now.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Fernando Torres. Torres! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. And here's Totti. Davids. He's got the shot away! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Beckham. And he's gone backward here. Davids cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And he's there to retrieve it. Wilshere. It's Wilshere! Davids.
Totti. York. York has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
That is a special goal. About as smooth as it gets. And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Beckham. Fernando Torres. Beckham! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beckham deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Busquets.
And he's lost his man here. Damn it! It's fallen kindly here. There it is!
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Lorient have scored 2 quick goals here and are ahead now by the odd goal in 5. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. And it's Beckham. There's a sharp little ball here.
And this could be the final action of the first half.
Totti plays it short.
It's Totti! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 19.
There's the start of the second half.
Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 17.
Oh, that's a key interception. Beckham. Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Fernando Torres. That has been slung wide. Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
There's no flag. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! What Remarkable powers of recovery.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Fernando Torres really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
So what can they conjure from this one? Oh, that's magnificent!
Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Look, there's an awful lot that can go wrong from that range. How good was that?
Lorient take the lead. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No, that's been intercepted.
Sao Paulo clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Oh, that's well spotted. That's a nicely measured pass. That is a brilliant interception.
Público presente na partida
Now it's
de hoje.
Torres.
71.550 espectadores.
And here's Torres. Fernando Torres. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he's being shifted off it. Fernando Torres. And he was quick to react. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Now that was quite some save.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Corner number 3 coming up. Totti! And now a sudden chance to counter.
Sao Paulo showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quick.
Can he put it away? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Totti really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So their 4th corner of the game. Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way. Martinez providing an outlet on that flank. Beckham, foot in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Davids. He's got to be in here. And the shot! Really well taken goal. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And now he has 2. Torres! Played long and they could be in here. Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Real chance here. Mbappe Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, and he's through the middle. He's got away. Totti. An uncompromising challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Shifted upfield. Roberto Carlos.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Totti unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
That is good alertness. Totti might just make this. He could be in here. Adams does really well to win the ball there. He can run onto that. Totti. And it's Fernando Torres. So that's it. It is all over. Lorient have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Fernando Torres taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Dida catches it safely. Guardiola gets across to intercept that. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Totti.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Busquets. And through to the goalkeeper. And here's Rodrigo. He's got a throw in. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, smashing header! Davids. Torres. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Costa Curta clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Torres. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Torres. Totti. Chance! And he's there to clear it. Cruyff. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Nedved carries the ball down the right. Pirlo engages and forces him off the ball. Davids. York. Collar might just make this. Van Bouten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Brazil applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Bastoni cuts out the pass. And here's Totti. Roberto Carlos. York. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And now they can clear their lines. Well, that is one way to stop him. Collar. Oh, important interception. Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckham. Collar. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. York. Fernando Torres. Chance here to counter. Pirlo. And it's Nedved.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get...
Eto'o! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over. but it remains goalless.
Pedimos sua colaboração com o nosso
So they
programa
head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Sai para a entrada do jogador, camisa 19.
There's the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And now the hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And Beckham! Donnarumma gets it away. Nedved. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. And here's Totti. And the shot's on here. Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Brazil have a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Nedved, he is through here. And that should get the job done. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's their second corner of the game. That's an excellent interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beckham. Totti. Oh, played right into his path. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He won't be happy with that one. York. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. And it's Nedved. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now it's Cruyff. Davids. Totti. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's Beckham. Played into space out wide. Can he put it away? split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Totti goes short. And here's Totti. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. They'll have one final crack at it.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
He gets big! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And it's Totti. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And he welcomes it in. Cruyff. Oh, it's played into the area.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Cannavaro does well to stand firm and defend it. And here's the chance to counter.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Nice interception, well timed. All hands on deck for this one. Costa Curta tries to clear. That is lovely. He has found the way through. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He can run onto that. There's no flag. He's had a shot! Yes, he's done it! Finally, finally, finally! How very smart. He just got it right.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Haaland claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Lorient leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.